Hello. Welcome to March. This month we will be focusing on the feminine wisdom, and being C3, we know that this conversation will continue beyond the confines of a month just dedicated to women. So we will be digging today into the wisdom of stones. Long-standing, mysterious, and powerful. For this week's meditation, I have worked with Ruth and the words of Judith Duerk from her book, Circle of Stones, to participate in a ritual. A circle of stones can be haunting, healing, powerful. From the ancient stone circles like Stonehenge or the rings of Brograr in the Orkneys. Stones have been primordial places of devotion, the sacred attending the goddess. For modern women, a circle of stones is a place of centered stillness, listening to the sacred self within. We are not linear people. We are circular. The feminine process of consciousness comes round and round again, impressing meaning through nuance and allowing space for other women to fill in the gaps. This became most evident for me after the birth of my first daughter, Rosie. I was coming out of 3 surgeries and near death when another woman came full circle with her own experience. She came to me years after her own birth story, no longer able to have children, after facing death herself. Now she was sitting at my feet, rubbing them with oil, softly stroking my hair, feeding me iron-enriched bread that she baked with her own hands, and holding my sorrow with me as hers was once held for her, filling in the gap and dropping a stone in my sacred moment. So our intent today is to create a sacred space, a stone container for feminine wisdom to be held and explored. So for this ritual, yeah, you see me. I will be asking 3 children to bring up the first stones. And as the children come up to place their stones on the stage, I ask that they, along with you, hear these words. Ready? Children, daughters, sons, you can walk back. Thanks. Oh, you're going all the way around. Nice. How might your life have been different if there had been a place for you to go, a place of women to help you learn the ways of women, a place where you were nurtured from an ancient flow, sustaining you and steadying you as you sought to become yourself, a place of women to help you find and trust the ancient flow already there within yourself, waiting to be released, a place of women. How might your life be different? Next, I'll be asking 3 young women, some young mothers, to bring their stones to the front and add them to the circle. Slowly. And I ask that they, along with you, hear these words. How might your life have been different if, as a young woman, there had been a place for you, a place where you could go to be with women, a place where you could be received as you strove to order your moments and your days, a place where you could learn a quiet centeredness to help you ground yourself in daily patterns that would nurture you through their gentle rhythms, a place where in their stillness at the ending of a task, you could feel an ancient presence flowing out to sustain you, and you learned how to receive and to sustain in return. How might your life be different? And finally, will the 3 women who have lived longer than me, with the wisdom reflected in your deepened laugh lines, bring your stones to the circle. I ask that they, along with you, hear these words. How might your life have been different if there had been a place for you, a place for women, where you were received and affirmed, a place where other women, perhaps even older, had been affirmed before you, each in her time, affirmed as she struggled to become more herself. A place where after the fires were lit and the drumming and the silence, there would be a hush of expectancy filling the entire chamber, and knowing that each woman that was living old conformity to find herself a sense that all womanhood stood on a threshold. And if during the hush, the other women, slightly older, had helped you to trust your own becoming, to trust it and quietly and prayerfully nurture it, how might your life be different? Our circle is now complete, I think. So let us take a deep breath for this way of knowing. And may the wisdom of the circle encourage us all day. Namaste.